May Serapis bless this meeting of peace.
Welcome to Alexandria. We've been expecting your arrival. I hope you will like the accommodations.
You dare address this Roman instead of your rightful queen? Well, he should not. This is not his palace. I'll see to it that you are painfully executed, guard. Now get out of our way. It's working. I am angry. Get this man out of my face before I do something we'll both regret.
She is not my queen. I am a Roman citizen.
This is my land, and I'm the queen of all who dwell in it. Charmian, enlighten this man. Now that this minor annoyance is taken care of, let us move ahead with our meeting.
The Roman delegation has arrived. Inform the cooks.
Welcome to Alexandria, honored Romans. May Ra's light shine upon you.
Do not send servant girls to the quarters of the Senator's guards. Do you understand?
I do, but he asked for her by name.
I don't care. Send one of the men. If he complains, tell him to speak to me directly.
This is unacceptable. I need access to the library so I can continue my work.
Under no circumstances may the accountant be disturbed. Pharaoh's orders.
But I have a duty to continue the chronicle.
There's nothing I can do.
So he finally granted an audience to that strange priestess.
He did. I doubt she'll leave that throne room alive, the way she acts.
Do not wander off. You are in the palace of the most divine Pharaoh of Egypt, and you will be watched closely.
I'm going! Stop chasing me, by the goddess!
You're lucky the Pharaoh didn't have you executed, idiot girl.
Wow, rude! You want me to call down a curse of Ubasti upon you? Because I've just about had it with you people!
You can't curse me.
Try me, you'll see.
Just go home. The Pharaoh is expecting important guests.
goddess of Ubasti. I've had a really rough day.
The cat goddess. She is greatly revered among the people. How has my blithering fool of a husband offended you, dear?
It's a long story. Well, actually, I guess it's pretty short. He's throwing a festival of Serapis in Memphis. It's going to cause so much trouble. I waited here a month to get this audience, and then... Oh, they were all counting on me back home, and I blew it. We worship the old gods in Memphis. He's doing this against the people's will. It's disrespectful. I may have lost my temper a little.
And yet your head is still attached to your shoulders. Perhaps my husband does retain some small measure of respect for the old gods.
I guess?
We're looking for a place where books and ledgers are kept. Do you know it?
The library? It's the building right over there. Good luck in there. I'm going to go find a corner to cry in.
You are a mess, girl. I will sit with you.
All right. Thank you. Do you like cats?
You are in the presence of Ptolemaeus Theos Philopator, he who rules over land and sea, this world and the other world, of the dead and of the living. He who is the face of the sun and the will of the Nile.
Hello, husband. You look particularly pathetic today.
It is always good to see you, honored wife.
It is customary to greet a foreign ruler with a bow.
You have trained her well, my dear wife.
Like all Romans, she responds well to discipline. Well, I think we are all sufficiently acquainted, so shall we begin?
Very well. There seems to be a lot of animosity between the different parties in this meeting. This kind of thing serves no one. Let us talk. I am sure we can reach a meaningful and satisfactory solution to our conflict. There seems to be a minor disagreement between a husband and his wife. You seem to be taking sides. Ill-advised, in my opinion, but I'm sure there's nothing I can do to dissuade you.
A living god does not have friends.
His Majesty understands us and our objectives in this region. It is natural that this brings us together. Legion? By Minoa, of course not. Marcellus and his men are here for my own protection. They are my Praetorian Guard. I am merely an advisor to His Majesty, here to protect Rome's trade routes. Marcellus, take Hortensius and help them. But do as you're told.
This is inconvenient. We need to find those documents, but we can't do it with Loco's men hanging around.
They don't look formidable. I think we can kill both of them easily.
I'd be really happy if we could get rid of them without leaving behind more corpses. Calida, you're good at talking to people. Invent a reason for at least 2 of us to leave. Or be less charming, maybe, so I can send you away to find those ledgers.
What a waste. Poor kid's only crime was coming to Egypt.
It was an unfortunate breach of etiquette.
Unfortunate? This man was butchered.
There are rules and regulations about dealing with regents. One ignores those at one's own risk, especially within the walls of the royal palace.
You think this is Cleopatra's palace? That's the problem with women. They always confide in each other as if rumor-mongering gives them some faint measure of power.
A woman's heart beats to a different drum, Marcellus. I can tell this one has a nose for conspiracy. She may even tell us something useful.
Fine. Fetch us a jug of wine, Aquilinus, and take the service with you. We have things to discuss.
Now that the unpleasantries are out of the way, I assume we may finally discuss business.
Excellent idea. We have plenty of food. The Nile provides. Bring food for our guests. Prepare a feast at once.
Despite possessing endless wisdom, His Majesty is not used to dealing with Romans, especially not those with no position in the Senate. Let us slow down and clear some things up first.
I've traveled all this way so I can talk to my husband. I have absolutely no intention of watching 2 arrogant Romans exchange thinly veiled insults.
An advisory role to His Majesty, primarily protecting Roman interests. Those are one and the same. After all, I represent Rome here. The proconsul's death is a tragedy. We all mourn his loss. In times like this, it is natural to see enemies everywhere. Beware, however, that some people may interpret your words as accusations. It is unwise to speak of a crime of this magnitude without deeply convincing evidence. I haven't the faintest idea. Whoever arranged his murder must be very foolish indeed. Rome can be a valuable ally, but its wrath is terrifying.
Most people who are murdered simply deserve death. Perhaps this Lucullus wronged someone terribly.
Wise words, Your Majesty.
A peace treaty? Are we at war? In my experience, soldiers often die. Your proconsul should have been careful. We do understand your anguish, but starting a war would be a bit of an overreaction. Don't you think? Perhaps. Let us first hear what you have to say.
Will you continue gossiping like old fishwives, or will we get to discuss terms finally?
All right. Depending on Calada's ability to keep them busy, I'd say we have enough time. Libraries, scrolls, and ledgers are your domain, Cinerus. Lead the way, but discreetly. I don't like where this is going. Looks like they're renovating. Too bad you're too large to fit through here, old man. Looks like they're renovating.
Is it stuck?
I think it's locked.
What do we do now? The door looks flimsy. I can easily break it down.
Unfortunately not. If only Calada were with us. Or maybe Sextus. Perhaps one of the guards possesses the key.
Whoever runs the library will have it. Master of the libraries. We shall find it.
Are you looking for something, old man? Really? And what would that be? Odd. But I guess it makes sense on account of the whole meeting business. You do look like an accountant. But who are these two men? A sensible precaution. I can let you in, but only you. You'll have to leave your guards here.
Not bad, Cinerus. Not bad at all. Go see what you can find inside. We'll wait out here.
So you want a permanent solution to our disagreement? Intriguing, we must admit. Let us hear your proposal.
My proposal is quite simple, darling. You shall cease your attack, and I shall assume my rightful place on the throne.
Ridiculous, as always. And when you sit on this throne, what should we do, we wonder?
I like this idea. It's creative and sufficiently humiliating for you. You shall rule Cyrenaica just like your grandfather, Physcon.
We are not amused anymore. Your jesting is tedious and insulting. Everything happens for the sole purpose of our amusement, Roman. You'll soon come to realize this.
Well, I believe the best course here would be to arrange some sort of co-rule, granting both parties equal power.
Equal?
Indeed. That way, everyone's happy, and Rome continues to benefit from our trade deal.
Indeed. Instead, I will be on the throne, and the Legatus here will be my Roman liaison.
We have questioned the witnesses in the garden. The guard was killed by one of the Queen's servants.
That is fantastic, Marcellus. But if you're here, where's the rest of our visiting party?
They are relaxing outside. I thought.
You thought? Why do you keep trying to do things you're not good at? Why did you leave a potentially dangerous group of people free to roam these halls?
With all due respect, Senator, you are overreacting. There are royal guards posted all around. It's not like they will set the palace on fire.
Hello, can I help you? Not at all. I oversee all transactions related to the Egyptian trade and taxation on behalf of the Senate of Rome. Certainly not. That is to say, the senator works for the Roman Senate too, you know. My name is Claudius Tranquillus. I'm not sure I can help with any kind of investigation. Oh, well, I'm sorry, but I don't have any ledgers. I just keep the numbers in my head. How do you know about that? I didn't mean to get involved. I was just handling the numbers. I tried to leave when I found out what they were doing, but the Pharaoh threatened to have me executed. I did. The leader of Wixi demanded oversight of his own organization. I tried to make it impossible to decipher. I've never met someone who knew as much about ciphers and riddles as I. He is called the Great Shadow. That's all I know about him. I don't even know if he's Roman. Not a real legion, obviously. Hired thugs. Even their number is a pun on death. I don't know why the senator employs them, but I can tell you there are 1,298 of them in his current employ. I don't think so. The proconsul's murder was very bad for us. It called too much attention to our work. I think it was the Pharaoh. They don't get along very well, the Pharaoh and the senator. At least the senator doesn't think so. I wish I could come with you, truly, but the Pharaoh's people will kill us both. I will. My family is well respected in Rome. I can recite all the numbers.
Your Majesty, the personal guard of your guests are sneaking about and acting suspicious in places they should not.
And where exactly should they sneak about and act suspicious? Tell me. That's right, Locagos. Nowhere. Now leave us, and try to perform your duties adequately for a change.
Are you angry, darling? If the palace of our ancestors is falling apart, you have only your own incompetence to blame.
What's your end game here, Legate? Not a single drop was shed before you appeared. We could have found a better solution to all of this. I should surrender. For what crime? You started this war on the pretense that Egypt was behind the murder of our proconsul, remember?
Your Majesty, we have reason to believe our guest Praetorian guard is up to no good. We'll need to get you to safety.
Assassination? Was that your goal all along?
Your Majesty, if I may. We promised these people safe passage. I cannot allow the death of another Roman on foreign soil.
Very well. The next time we meet, it will be on the field of battle. You will regret making an enemy of me, Roman!
That was an interesting experience.
We didn't get caught, but apparently our mere presence was enough to raise suspicion.
Not exactly. It turns out there are no written records. But we have a witness instead, Tranquillus, the man who keeps records for Loco and the Pharaoh.
He believes it was Ptolemy who killed Lucullus, so there's nothing we can use there.
Although it does mean our casus belli was sound, which is a great relief. Additionally, he confirmed that Loco is stealing tax money from Rome, and he is willing to testify before the Senate. Unfortunately, that will not be possible until we invade the city and capture this palace.
I am glad that I was able to help you in this matter. But I refuse to spend another moment in this palace until I am its mistress. Come, we must leave. We're leaving.
Esteemed leader of Romans, it is not my place to send for you, but I will not let propriety stand in the way of what needs to be done. The matter I contact you about should be of great interest to you. Our great immortal pharaoh has organized a festival in Memphis to rally support. He intends to legitimize his rule by the approval of Serapis himself. The old temples are restless. If you fail to act, there is no doubt this will be perceived as a victory for the pharaoh, and thousands may enlist to his defense. Equally, this presents an opportunity for you. Foil his plans, and the pharaoh will be exposed as an ineffective leader who does not have the favor of even his own dynasty's gods. Please meet me in my temple in Memphis as soon as you are able, and I will tell you of my idea. You will not regret it. May Ubasti favor you with a multitude of lives. Raya.
Buy a sweet wine for one you love.
Do you have my carpet yet? This carpet, this is adequate. That is what I'm going to say. You should leave now. I want to examine my new carpet. Get it out. I can see you have questions.
Dried herbs imported from the south?
My friend! You there! Come! Come!
Welcome back. How may we help you today?
Slow your gait. Couldn't stay away from your dreams, could you? I am sure you'll find what you're looking for today. See for yourself. This was a pleasure, was it not?
You very nearly got that letter in divine words. But fortunately, the cats led me to a Greek scribe who knows the Roman symbols. Sure, this happens all the time. If I follow a cat for a while, eventually it will lead me to where I need to be. Even I don't know I need to be there. I wasn't looking for a scribe, but the cats knew. Forever? It is forever old. It's always been here. A lioness came here once, burning with wrath. She was cooled by the waters of the Nile, transformed into a gentle cat, and settled in the temple. The cat is a holy creature. They live between the realms of the living and dead. To be a friend to cats is the greatest blessing imaginable. May your grain store be home to many cats. I know I overstepped my bounds in doing so. We only met very briefly, but I think a collaboration would benefit us both. As I wrote, the pharaoh is arranging a festival of Serapis in Memphis. Serapis is a new god, more Greek than Egyptian. If you sabotage his festival, that will show everyone that he does not have the favor of the gods. That's exactly what I was thinking. If we can convince the priesthood of Sobek to join with us, those who remain faithful to the old gods can spread dissent throughout the festival. Then we are just in need of a few violent men to start a riot. Naturally, I thought of you. Does that mean you'll do it?
And have you cared to run this plan of yours past any of your sisters, Raya?
I am sorry, Tenor. I didn't mean to presume.
You speak of having to convince the priests of Sobek. Well, you have yet to convince the priestesses of Ubasti. Perhaps it would be wise to start there.
Help me save the lions from the arena.
That would certainly be a strong showing of good faith.
Indeed. The owners of the arena stage shows where the condemned are thrown to the lions. But lions should not be kept in captivity.
It is an affront to the goddess. We have appealed to them many times, but they are greedy and cruel.
Help me confront the hunters and release the lions they have captured. Then my sisters will know that you are a servant of Ubasti.
I swear on the goddess.
Really? Oh, I could hug you right now.
That was easier than I expected. I will wait here. Return when you have proven your good faith, Romans.
I'll go get ready. Meet me at the hunter's compound.
I mean you no disrespect. It was rash of Raya to invite you here without consulting me. To go through with her plan will require us to put much faith in you. We are much obliged. The arena and their abuse of such proud and noble animals has been a sore spot for us for many years. This is not a mere test. You are doing us a great service. That she is. She came to us when she was a small girl. She was orphaned by some terrible tragedy that she has never been able to speak of. And she wandered the desert for many weeks. Then one day, she just showed up on our doorstep and made herself at home. She said she followed the cats to us. Does it not? I knew at once she belongs with us. Of course, cats and women share a special connection. Only women are meant to serve the goddess. Fewer every year. It has been a long time since we were able to throw a proper festival in her honor. But there are still some who pay tribute to the old gods. Enough that we can keep the temple beautiful for her.